stream. I hope you guys are having a good time zone. Let me turn up my mic volume because it never stays where I want it to. Oh, man. But hello, everyone. Welcome on in. Oh, my model. Cool. But yes, how are we doing? How are we doing? We are just going to be doing Cakes, episode 3 today, and hopefully we can get all 3 of my files all up to date. Hopefully by this time next week. Hello, Era. Welcome on in. I hope you're having a good time zone. Okay. Please let me know if my mic volume or if the game volume is too loud. But yes, we are doing Cakes episodes today. And Cake was, we did chapter 1 and 2, or episode 1 and 2, last year. So we've already seen this, but yes, I really want to just get, oh, I gotta edit, hang on. There we go. As that plays, I have to change up the Twitch. I have to do the going live on Blue Sky. I'm also going to do the recap for Cake just to see what we've been doing, so then we know like what we're going to do going forward. Okay. So full recap. This is Pearl Ann, we already know. Welcome to the family's humble estate. Unfortunately, due to the state of the house, only a few rooms will be safely accessible during your stay. I wouldn't go wandering anywhere else if you value your limbs. The floors have been known to give out. I forgot. We opened this. I forgot. Oh my gosh. As the locks fall, the doors moan open, revealing the entrance to what once must have been an incredibly lavish ballroom. Faintly in the distance, you can hear the quiet notes of an old piano playing from another... Wayne is here. Oh my god, Wayne is here. He's always been here. What brings you to town? Just passing through? Staying long? I'm Kanika, that's my name. Do you have one too? Hot, she seems flustered. Sorry, I'm not used to meeting new people. And then it emerges, an honest-to-goodness mountain lion, and there's something horribly wrong with it. Hello, Dev. Welcome on in. I hope you're having a good time zone. It doesn't bother trying to hide now, leaping down into the clearing with killing intent in its wide yellow eyes, ready to finish what it started, and then... Damn, nearly had that old thing. Wait, a run-in? What kind of run-in? Was it supernatural? Like I said, you won't believe it. Now put that dang camera away. At least it's a nice night. Did I? Did I not notice Wayne here when I first played this? Why did it suddenly go from talking to someone and then... This is the recap. This is the recap. So it's telling me all my decisions I've done in the previous episodes. So it's not going to show the full story. It's going to show my decisions. And let you know, like, hey, this is what's happening. So that's why it's a little cut up. It's just letting you know. Also, hello, Dara. Welcome on in. I hope you're having a good time zone. But yeah, I don't know if I noticed Wayne. At least it's a nice night, even if the circumstances leave something to be desired. Help yourself to jerky. And as for the beer, I was planning on having both cans myself. But I suppose I can be convinced to spare one. Duke grapples with the thing as it grabs at its shotgun. His shotgun, pushing the barrel out of the way as it grasps for Birdie with oddly jointed limbs, while Stella stares in shocked silence, as if paused, watching as the other creature attempts to wrestle Gretchen into the darkness, her desperate cries going unheeded. It barely staggers back, the shove having done little more than shift the thing's attention to you. It rears back on its hind legs, its mouth opening, whispered tones sliding out alongside something sharp and unnatural. Gretchen! You both turn just in time to see the end of Gretchen's leash disappearing into the underbrush. Her yelps grow distant as she's dragged away. Welcome home. I don't remember you saying welcome home to me in the forest. Okay, good to know we see him early. I'm going to bed. I'll see you tomorrow. But listen, you better stay out of trouble today. I want you home by sunset. Hello, Torrent. Welcome on in. I hope you're having a good time zone. I don't want to hear complaints. Just do what I ask and we won't have any more problems. Tabitha takes a few steps towards the door. Sunset. Before you get the chance to decide whether or not to answer, it opens. Right! I forgot this happened. Oh, I'm so sorry. I hope I didn't scare you. Hello, Alex. Welcome on in. I hope you're having a good time zone. My name is Sybil. I'm a family friend. Just thought I would stop by to check in on you. I forgot all of this happens. Because this is, Cake's, run-through is when they updated episode 1 and 2. I forgot how different this game plays because of the new update. I might have to start a 4th run-through. The door slams shut in your faces. A lock clicks into place. I'm wondering if that's Wayne locking us out. Oh dear, was that the lock? Just don't make yourself a burden, alright? I have a lot to do today. Oh, are we talking about a certain young man who may or may not have caught the boss's eye? That Sam Wayne fella, wasn't it? Whatever. If anyone asks, we never talked about it. Got it? I don't want to disappear too. I think this run through, we were just friends with Stella and trying to stay out of trouble, I think? I can't remember. I am the only person in this town who truly cares about your safety. Don't forget that. Did I try to yank that off you? This run through? Even if it's already too late to stop what's going to happen. Whatever you're looking for, you're barking up the wrong tree, so just go someplace else before... Tabitha once again trails off. Both she and Stella have noticed the girl with a dark braid and glasses sneaking along the ridge. It's Rosalina! Kanika, we found her. She's heading up the hill. They went in? Does Stella have no sense of self-preservation? My dad says our house is haunted. But she's interrupted by a pair of thunderous knocks. Wait a second. Where'd three of you run off to? Are you kidding me? Yeah, I think this run we are just going to be Stella's friend, I think. I think that's how it was going. Sorry, Tabitha, not Stella. I'm sorry, I know the characters. There's something in the darkness before you that's much louder, though you don't hear it, but you can feel it in your chest, like the deep growl of a predator. What do you think you're doing? Get away from there! Your cousin dives towards you, but not before the light from your phone illuminates the chamber. Cake? Cake, are you alright? Oh, wait, Becca and Alexis are still down here. You can't just leave them here. I know which way they were going. They'll listen to you this time, I promise. Have you already finished this game before? So I am up to... I finished 2 runs up to Chapter 5, Part 1. Chapter 5, Part 2 releases next week. And then after that, we have to wait for 6 and 7 to come out. So this game is not complete. But I have other run-throughs of this game. Your surroundings quake as the mind collapses around you. Tabitha doesn't say a word as the car cuts along the darkened road. You collapse in Tabitha's dusty guest bed, your head empty of thoughts. After your time in the Shaw mine, you barely even notice the dust. When you close your eyes, you see Rosalina's face twisted with pain, staring up at you with tear-streaked cheeks. Trapped by powers beyond her control, terrified of what her now uncertain future would hold. Wake up. Sunshine filters in through the dusty windows of the estate as the dull aches of last night's activities throb in and out of focus. You manage to survive a second night in the town of Scarlet Hollow. I don't know if I met Dustin. As you pull yourself out of bed, you can feel the soot and grime of the Shaw mine still stuck on your skin. What if I'm just stinky? I'm gonna be stinky today. You decide not to shower. I just prefer a natural musk. That's right. Time to start your day. Oh, let's... So I don't have speak with animals this run through, so I cannot talk to them, but I'm still going to interact with them. There are 2 of them now. You wave down at the possums. They look up at you. Against your better judgment, you reach out to the possum's hand outstretched. Oh, well, it was worth a shot. Maybe now they'll leave your dresser and return to a nature where they belong. No! I want Dustin and Dustin's mom. You hold your breath and approach the window. After finding that boot print and viscera in the garden yesterday, you can't help but anticipate something staring back at you. I don't see him. It's the same view. Every time you see that doll, your heart skips a beat. It hasn't moved, right? You pull out your phone and open up your group chat with Stella and Kanika. Y'all, I actually bonded with Tabitha last night. It'll probably be a bit before you get a response. You pull out your phone to text Kanika. Hey, beautiful. Alright. Send a photo of a creepy mascot in a grungy basement. Let's terrify our friends. You've done everything you've wanted to up here. It's time to start your day. You enter the kitchen to find your cousin in midst of devouring a pint of banana chocolate chunk. She isn't alone. Frou-Frou glares at you from her usual spot on the counter as a red-headed woman busies herself trying to tidy as best as she can. Tabitha's eyes dart to the corner of the room, almost as if she's ashamed of being caught in the act of stress eating ice cream for breakfast. Hi, I'm Cake. Good morning, I'm Janie. Just here to do my little weekly cleaning. Whatever cleaning Miss Tabitha will let me do, at least. I could have this place looking brand new, you know. Don't go making any big renovations, or moving anything around. I like knowing where my stuff is. Okie dokie. It's so nice to finally meet you, Cake. I mean, I guess I did meet you on Monday when you popped into the diner. Janie. But seeing someone somewhere and meeting them face to face are two completely different things, I suppose. Thanks. All I'm trying to say is that it's wonderful to finally actually meet you, and I'm so happy part of the family is here to keep Miss Tabitha company with everything that's Janie. Oh, I'm sorry, Miss Tabitha. Am I being too much again? Tabitha grumbles in acknowledgement. Hey Tabitha, how's it going? That little girl from last night, apparently they had to take her foot. So, I'm a little stressed. Tabitha takes one last spoonful of ice cream, then discards the empty container, turning to you with her trademark scowl. Let's get going. I've got an errand to run in town, and every time I've left you here alone, something terrible wounds up happening. So you're coming with me. Street smart and lie. I want to try this. I'll be out there in a few minutes. I feel like shit from last night, and I still have to wrap up my morning routine. Yeah, that checks out. You definitely smell like it! Look, I get it, but there's a lot on my plate today, and I want to spend some time with you before more things start piling on. I already waited long enough for you to get up. Janie, lock up when you leave, please, and don't go rearranging anything. I'll know. As you ready to leave, Janie approaches from the far side of the kitchen. Tabitha remains between the two of you, impatiently tapping her foot. Oh, Cake, before you go, I heard about what happened last night. I heard about it before Miss Tabitha mentioned it just now, and then I heard it again. I just wanted to say that I am so sorry you got caught up in that. I'll be praying for Oscar and poor little Rosalina. They're such sweethearts. Couldn't have happened to nicer people. I'd love to chat, but I'd hate to interrupt your work. I'm in town for another few days, though, if you've got time. Of course, feel free to swing by the church anytime. Daniel and I are always there, except when I'm working, of course, but Daniel's usually there regardless. Alright, let's go. Bye, Janie. Be safe out there, you two. You and Tabitha walk through the doors of the estate and into her car. The ride to town is uneventful, your cousin unsurprisingly more focused on the road than on making conversation. Alright, we're just popping into the general store for a few minutes. What are we doing at the general store? Picking up tea from Sybil. Oh, I gotcha. We're picking up tea. Yeah, I'm picking up tea. Why are you saying it all weird? It's okay, Tabitha. You can tell me if Sybil's your dealer. Did you think I was taking you with me to buy drugs? I'm picking up normal tea for drinking. Wink. Sure you are. You wink at your cousin. Her face tightens into an all too familiar scowl. After everything that's happened the past 2 days, it's nice just to go on an errand. Exactly. You and Tabitha turn as the door to the general store bursts open. A flustered Kanika exits, shouting behind her. Fine, okay, keep coddling him. Keep letting him get away with stuff you've never would have let me... With stuff you never would have let me so much as think about. I am sick of carrying this family. Kanika storms off, the door slowly drifting shut behind her. Ugh, other people and their drama. If more people kept things to themselves, they'd be a lot happier. Ooh, there's so much for street smart. I'm glad she's finally letting loose. She's been so measured since I've met her. Maybe her family will finally stop taking advantage of her. Her family is taking advantage of her because she lets them, not because she's normally measured and composed. A display like this means nothing if she's still here next year, and yet again the year after that. If anything, it just tightens the ties that bind her here. I think you're only saying that because you want to leave. So why are you still here? Haven't we been over this already? I have responsibilities. If I'm not here, if I don't do my job, all of these lives are effectively over. Come on already, let's go. Yeah, but he's there every day, and I know he comes in to see you every now and again, so... I hardly think Mr. Termine not coming into the diner for one day is something to worry about. There's that name again. I mean, we're gonna see him, hopefully, in part 2 of episode 5. Well, if you say so. See you around, Sybil. You have a good one, dear. Oh, Tabitha, long time no see. Feels like you never make it all the way down to Main Street. Okay. Hey, I'm sure it goes without saying, but I just wanted to let you know that all of us over at the diner really feel for you. Anything you need, just let us know, okay? What? Avery nods politely and then leaves without saying another word. Who the hell was that? That was Avery, Tabitha. From the diner? Okay, sure. Anyways, it's not important. Good morning, Sybil. Morning, you two. Hope you're doing well after last night's activities. Is the new blend ready? Of course. Cake, if you'd like to keep Miles company, Tabitha and I will be just a minute. I can't believe you actually tried to tell me you weren't here to buy drugs. Oh, she most certainly is. Didn't you know that there's no better place in Scarlet Hollow to stock up on the devil's lettuce than my little old tea shop? What? I am not some kind of stoner. Ugh, you know what? It doesn't matter. Think what you will. I'm just pulling your leg, dear. Sybil motions for Tabitha to follow, and they disappear into the tea room, closing the door behind them with a tinkling of bells. I'm gonna see if I can listen in. You find a subtle spot near the door and listen. The walls to the tea room are surprisingly thick, and you can only make out snippets of the conversation. I know it. Longer, short notice, aren't easy to come by. Is there enough? Just fine. Make sure this is all. Not keeping it. You only have one. Plenty of times. That was interesting. Or in this case, another 2 patrons. Well, if it ain't Cake. Bo, this is Miss Scarlet's cousin. They were here with me that night in the woods. It's a pleasure to meet you, Cake. My name is Bo. I'm Duke's boy. Hope you've been faring better since all the unpleasantries. Things have gotten worse. I did hear whispers about what happened up at the mines last night. Sorry to hear about poor little Rosalina. Scarlet Hollow ain't so safe this week, so it would seem. How have you been? Are you hanging in there? Oh, I can't complain. I miss old Birdie, but there's nothing I can do for her now, except protect the rest of my brood. Them things won't so much as step foot on my property. Not with Bo and me watching the perimeter with our shotguns at the ready. We even set the missus up with her pistol. Good thing we were watching. Nearly caught Julius trying to make off with Miss Betty. Big Betty. Hang on, this music is so loud for me. I don't know why. As if he could have carried off a nearly 2,000-pound pumpkin on his own. I'd almost love to see him try. It's not like we'll be taking her to the state fair anyway. Now all she's good for is making the world's largest pumpkin pie. I don't think Mama has a tin big enough for a Big Betty-sized pie, Daddy. Who's Julius again? The name rings a bell. Julius Termine. Yep. So we're seeing him, part 2 of episode 5. He practically spits the name. Some cousin, however, many times removed, though I don't claim him as kin. He owns the farm next to ours, except he doesn't seem to have a good grasp on whose property is whose. Thinks he owns half our land, always sneaking around and taking vegetables we planted. Of course, the way he tells it, we're the ones stealing from him, saying he's the one putting seeds in the ground. He's a miserable old cuss, and he knows it too. Stealing vegetables born of other folks' hard labor is probably the only joy he has in his life. Those things we saw on Monday are apparently called ditchlings. They're supposed to be a bad omen. Ditchlings? Sounds like some old folk tale. Suppose that suits them. As for being an omen, I believe that too. But I suppose there's not much to be done if they're forewarning some kind of disaster, besides looking out for me and mine. Still, I appreciate you telling me, Cake. I cannot speak. Oh my gosh. Have you seen any of them around your farm? Yeah, we saw a few of those critters. They got scared off before I could start shooting. Nasty little buggers. We've all been losing sleep making sure we can keep an eye on things. It's even rubbing off on the hens. None of the little ladies have been laying this week. You know, Daddy, I bet some big mastiff could keep them away. This seems like just the kind of job for a guard dog. Now don't you start again. We ain't getting a dog. I got enough mouths to feed, and as much as you say you'll take responsibility, I know it'd be me cleaning up after it. Besides, I don't have much faith those things would be stopped by a dog. I saw more than a few in that nest. Nice seeing you, Duke. Yes, Bo does want a dog. Oh, but sounds like his dad won't let him have one. It was a pleasure running into you, Cake, but we'd best get on with our shopping. Can't spend too long away from the farm with those little devils running around. Can't leave Mama all by herself up there for very long. You have a good one. Hope Scarlet Hollow treats you better from now on. It's nice meeting you, Cake. And please tell Miss Scarlet I'm sorry about her mama. They scuffled off into the aisles. Tabitha and Sybil are still in the tea room. Hello, Era. Welcome on in. I hope you're having a good time zone. And hello, Anime. Welcome on in. I hope you're having a good time zone as well. Your phone buzzes. Oh my god, hey, I overslept. Still gotta make myself breakfast, meet at the library after, and figure out a plan. Also, oh my god, you gotta tell me all about it. The Tabitha bonding. The last thing I need to hear is anything that humanizes that woman. And then it buzzes again. Did I already say hi to you? I'm sorry. Stella sends you back an image of an exhausted alien. Hey again, lol. If you want to come over for breakfast, would honestly love to hang out. And then it buzzes yet again. Somebody was busy this morning. The alien meme, yeah. And then there was the Mickey Mouse in the basement meme. But hello, Minu. Welcome on in. I hope you're having a good time zone. Sliding into the DMs, are we? If you want to hang out before the library thing, I'm parked in the abandoned lot by the gas station. It's hard to miss. And that's it. You can't possibly get any more texts. This is Isaac from the mine. You gave me your number yesterday. I'm out behind the diner if you want to talk. Okay, so We can go... I don't want to go to Stella's, but it's like between Kanika and Isaac. Kanika because we can get a relationship with her, but we could also do Isaac and maybe learn more about Wayne, like actual Wayne, not whatever Wayne is right now. Who are we romancing this run? I was thinking Kanika or Sybil or the doctor. I have not decided yet. Because I do have the hot trait, so I should be able to get one of the MILFs. Street smart. Me's up with Isaac. I'm doing this. Because I have the street smart, I might as well do it. Sybil is Kanika's mother. You probably have time to slip off and hear what Isaac has to say before Tabitha even knows you're gone. You hold the bells on the door to the general store, quieting them, while you make a silent exit. You find Isaac smoking out by the dumpsters behind Winnie's diner. Thought you weren't gonna show. Mr. X? Here I am. Listen, I don't have a lot of time to talk, especially with you. The guys are all riled up after last night. They're taking action. They're talking action. If they saw me out here with you, they'd think I was they think I was some kind of scab. But none of them will listen to me, especially now. They've all got bigger things to worry about than a single missing minor. I haven't forgotten about him, though. Anything you want? Yes! We're going to learn more about Wayne. Yes, 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 yes. Oh, okay. So he doesn't have a lot of time, so I don't think I can get all of the explorers. So we gotta choose wisely. So Tabitha was dating an employee. Yeah, wasn't the first time either. I knew some of the other fellows she dated. They said she was the coldest woman they've ever met. Had a habit of dropping them after a few months in, before picking up the next son of a bitch who fell for her wiles. I guess us cold boys are pretty desperate. Especially when a woman of means like that approaches you. You never know if you're gonna be the one who lucks out and locks down that old family wealth. Guess Wayne wasn't lucky. Do you think Tabitha did something to him? Yes, I do. That or maybe Pearlan. See, what Tabitha and Sybil were talking about, and like everything that's connecting, it kind of like solidifies a theory I may have, but we need to wait, unfortunately. I don't know what it would be, but something happened up in that house. The week it went down, everyone was so up in arms about Miss Pearlan's death, almost nobody cared about the fact that some transplant minor had gone missing. Do you have any theories? I figured he was dead. I guess I'm not so sure now that you said you've seen him. But sure, you could say I got a couple theories. What are they? Maybe Tabitha tried to break it off. He didn't take it well and it ended in him getting offed. Or an ex of hers got involved and offed him out of jealousy. Could be he stole his jacket and that's who you've been seeing. I hope he's just wandering around like you just said. But I'm not convinced. I ran into him after we talked yesterday. But why wouldn't he come tell me he's alright? Why is he staying? Why is he hiding from everyone? It just doesn't sound like him. I'm not sure the man you think is Wayne is really him. Did he have a condition of some kind? A medical condition? No, he was fit as a fiddle. Built like a brick house, too. Did anything happen to him at the mines? Find any weird stuff? Uncover anything that wasn't meant to be uncovered? No, I don't think so. The few shifts he was picking up were all above ground, mostly operating machinery. Pretty cushy stuff, to be honest. What was he like? He was a light-hearted kind of guy, always joking around on the job. Amazing fella to grab beers with, not keen on doing hard work, so it wasn't too strange when he barely picked up any shifts once the relationship started. I'm sure he saw her as a bit of a meal ticket, so maybe he wasn't too smart, but he was a good friend. Closest one I had. What kind of action are people talking? Isaac glances around nervously. They're talking about a strike, but you didn't hear it from me. Why would he be following me? Damned if I know. I didn't even know you existed until yesterday. I suppose Tabitha could have told him about you. So maybe he's trying to get someone close to his ex? Seems like a pathetic move to me, but relationships change people. Maybe even a man like Wayne can be broken by someone like her. Isaac sighs, taking one long, last drag of his cigarette. I appreciate you coming by to talk. I can't say I'm happy with what you've told me, but I'm glad somebody is looking into this. Seems like everyone else was perfectly happy to sweep it under the rug. Isaac tosses his cigarette butt. It goes without saying that you'd better not go telling anyone we talked. And if you see him, or whoever it is pretending to be him, tell him his buddy is worried about him. Alright? Isaac heads back inside and you find yourself alone again. Let's go after Kanika. But because I want to know more about Tabitha, but if we do that, maybe because what we have to do, we have to okay. This might be good. We'll go with Kanika. You follow the directions Kanika texts you and soon find yourself in a disused parking lot behind the shuttered shops on Main Street. She's sitting alone in the back of her van. Hey, Cake. I'm just looking at all her stuff. A little Luna plush. Digimon. I love all of her stuff. Sorry if this is a weird place to hang out. I'm taking a mental health day. I kinda need some space from the store. Plus, I feel like an ass. I'm exhausted and a little out of it. Must have inhaled too much coal dust last night. You look fine as hell. I say as I am stinky because I didn't take a shower. Trying to lay down the charm on me? Maybe it's working. Keep it up and see. How are you doing after last night? Oh, you know, not great. At least I was able to get sleep once the adrenaline wore off, even if I barely feel like I got any rest at all. I know I've just got a raging headache. Oof. I hope I'm not coming down with something. Before things get heated with my folks, Mom gave me some more of this tea that's supposedly good for, I don't know, recovery? Rejuvenation? It must have been caffeinated or something because it did not help me fall asleep. But It's kind of helping with the headache. And at least it tastes good. What about you? I feel guilty. After everything that's happened the past couple of nights, I just feel guilty. Like I don't deserve to be doing okay when other people have suffered so much. Me too, but that's just survivor's guilt, right? We shouldn't let it get to us. You haven't done anything wrong. Have you heard about what happened to Rosalina? They apparently had to do an amputation. Holy shit. I knew that injury looked serious, but I didn't think it'd be that bad. That poor kid. I guess it's good that we all got out of there. It probably could have been a lot worse. But that's easy for me to say. I'm not the one in the hospital right now. It's just not fair. God, we're doing the hot again. So, are we going to actually make good on all of this flirting, or are you just teasing? I don't know. Are you just teasing? Because I'm interested. The two of you lock eyes as every sound but the thunder of your heartbeat fades into the backdrop. Both of your phones buzz in unison. Who is texting us? Who is ruining this moment? Almost forgot it's Mayor Jimmy Day. Good excuse to head over to the library. We should check in with Oscar. Meet y'all in half an hour. Wow, I totally blanked on the Mayor Jimmy thing. It's almost like we just went through a traumatic event or something, and I'm not on top of my schedule. But Stella's right. This gives us a chance to meet up with Oscar, and Mayor Jimmy's awfully cute. No! The mayor just ruined our moment! I'm gonna have to have some words with him. I don't think he'll be very receptive. It doesn't really matter, though. There'll be plenty of time for us to have another moment later. Anyways, we'll chill with Mayor Jimmy, then I've got dinner at Reese's. Then we do some ghost hunting tonight. Thank God we have so much going on today. I really needed the distraction. Shall we? You and Kanika make your way to the former town hall, now Scarlet Hollow's library. It's surprisingly busy, a small crowd formed in a corner of the main foyer. Yes, the whole gang's here. I've been waiting to introduce Cake to the mayor for like the entire time I've known them. It'll be worth it. Trust us. Alright, shall we? He's a dog. You can tell this dog is the mayor from his little sash and his fancy top hat. There's a regal air about him, almost as if he knows the position of authority he has been elected to. You haven't met the serious man by his side, but you have to assume that's the mayor's handler. Gretchen died in this run-through. I didn't have the strength build, so I wasn't able to grab her and like help Duke out. So you can only choose one or the other. And I've already killed Duke in my bacon run through, so I had to kill her in this run through. Because I want to get different things for all my run throughs. He holds out his paw as if to shake your hand. It's lovely to meet you, Mr. Mayor. You reach forward to take the mayor's little paw in your hand, but his burly security detail stops you. No paw shaking, only head pats and ear scratches allowed. Isn't he the cutest? It's the best part of living in Scarlet Hollow, besides the nature. And all my friends, and Winnie's Biscuits, oh, and the close-knit small town community, of course. But having a dog mayor is a close fifth, no contest. Alright, you've had your turn with Mayor. Now move along and keep the line going. And by the way, I know you were up at the mine collapse last night. I may be off duty, but I'd be remiss if I didn't let you know that I've got my eyes on you. All of you. Let's hope the rest of your stay in town is a little less conspicuous. What are you, a cop? As a matter of fact, I am. Stella and Kanika quickly shuffle out of the room ahead of you, leaving you to follow. Oh, they left me here with the copper. Me running away. It looks like everyone else is already talking to Oscar in the next room. Before you can catch up to your companions, you're intercepted by a nervous man with a cross around his neck. Whoever he is, you can feel his desperation to make a good first impression, a sustained, and self-fulfilling prophecy. I'm Pastor Daniel. I take it your cake? Everyone's been buzzing about you. I'm so sorry about your aunt, but I'm sure she's in a better place now. Let's not kid ourselves. We both know Pearland's in hell. Hello, Lostless. Welcome on in. I hope you're having a good time zone. Oh, I'm sure she wasn't that bad. My dude, let me take you to the Forbidden Wing and show you the shit I've seen. By me, I mean Mimi, since I have... Yeah, Cake doesn't know anything, but me, the player, knows. Most people are good deep down inside. It's best not to speak ill of the dead. Hey, do you know anything about ghosts? Ghosts? I've never encountered one myself, but I have heard stories of folks who have been visited by their loved ones from beyond the grave, and it seems like it provides them with a sort of spiritual healing. Like their beloved relatives are watching over them, even in death. Is this about Pearland? Or perhaps your mother? Have you been visited by her? I think we need an exorcism. Oscar's house is haunted and we're investigating tonight. Oh, like a Scooby-Doo episode or something? I'm afraid I don't buy into that particular notion. It's a bit too spiritualist. Now, if it were a vision of one of his parents trying to contact him from heaven, I could understand that. But I simply don't believe in malicious spirits. You come with us tonight, my dude. I will show you a vicious spirit. Lingering neither in heaven nor hell, jumping out of the closets to scare us. I'm sure there's a perfectly reasonable explanation for whatever it is he saw. I trust Oscar. I'm sure Mr. Gutierrez saw something, but I'm not suggesting he may have misinterpreted a sign from the beyond. A lot of folks are frightened when presented with such visions. It's nothing to be ashamed of. I should go. It was nice meeting you, though. Of course, and if you find yourself in need of counseling or spiritual guidance, you know where to find me. That sounds lovely, thank you. Really? Oh, that's great. Sorry, I just don't usually get positive responses when I ask folks if they want to come up to the church. Anytime that works for you, just swing by. I'm sure I'll be around. It was lovely to meet you, and you have a blessed day, Cake. The pastor leaves you be and joins the line to see the mayor. Nothing to do now but catch up with your companions. Oh my god. Poor Rosalina. I can't even imagine how scary this has been for her. She seems in high spirits right now, but they've got her on some pretty strong pain medication. So I'm not sure how she's going to feel when that wears off. And it was like the whole foot? Yeah, it's bad. But she'll live. We'll both be able to move on from this. We just have to get through the tough parts first. We're here for you, man. Thank you, all of you. Everything feels like it happened so fast. I know our whole lives have changed, but it's taking my mind a little bit to catch up. I feel like such a mess. I hope it isn't keeping you from being the dad she needs. I hope it isn't keeping me from being the dad she needs right now. I'm sorry to cut our conversation short, but I better get going. I was only supposed to come back to pick up a few things, but then the hospital called and said there had been some big bus accident on the highway and they need the bed, so I have to come pick her up. Even though our house is still haunted and the only place she can lie down until then is the dirty back room that drove her away in the first place, and Mayor Jimmy Day is happening. Sorry. I'm just a little overwhelmed. It's okay, Oscar. We're here to help. Yeah, we're gonna get that ghost. We could always go ahead and do a Ghostbuster, whatever we're calling it, while you're out, and she'd be able to go back to her old room as soon as she gets back. That's probably a good idea, right? If only, but it does come out during the day. So any busting attempts are going to have to wait until nightfall. I'm still not even sure we can get rid of it at all. I think I'd have to see for myself that it was gone. It managed to trick me a couple of times, and I can't handle any more surprises right now. I've got all the ghost hunting devices known to man. You're in good hands, Oscar. We have the power of friendship on our side. Heck yeah, we do. If anime has taught me anything, it's that the power of friendship is unstoppable. That's a lovely sentiment. I'm sure Rosalina will at least be glad to know that you all did your best to help her. I cannot read today. Ugh. I'm heading out. It should be dark by the time we get back, so I'll see you. Oscar hurries off, keys jangling as he jogs out the door. Oh yeah, cake! We made dinner plans with our pal Reese yesterday. I'm sure his mom will be totally fine with an extra guest. Will she? Absolutely! And maybe we can even get him to come ghost hunting with us. You don't have that much time to kill before the evening's activities, and you're going to need dinner. A free meal is a free meal. Oh no, you're not going to try to get Dr. Kelly to let him leave the house, are you? She'll kick us out for even asking. I wonder if he even knows what happened last night. I don't know how disconnected he is from the news around town. Jeez, should we tell him? I don't know. Maybe we just play it by ear. Anyways, shall we? Okay, so I don't know, because what I want to do, I want to sacrifice myself, but I don't know if that's going to take my hot trait. I guess we're gonna find out. So I finally met Pastor Daniel. It was only a matter of time until he tried to pull you aside for some grief counseling. When my dad died, I had to ban him from the general store for a week. He wouldn't stop leaving these little pamphlets at the checkout. I don't know where he finds so many. I think he just really wants people to like him, but he comes off as desperate. It's a vicious cycle. Aw, when you put it like that, his whole situation is kinda sad. Even if that's the case, it doesn't mean I have to like him. Whatever his deal is, goes a step beyond trying too hard to get people to like him. Hello, Loki. Welcome on in. I hope you're having a good time zone. The man was grinning through all of my dad's funeral. He's not normal. And I don't mean that in a stigmatizing mental illness kind of way. There's just this little siren that goes off every time I see him that tells me to get away from him. That's exactly how I would describe it too. The whole town feels the same. Now that I think about it, he must be pretty lonely. He can look for friends somewhere else. Hello, Snack. Welcome on in. I hope you're having a good time zone. Alright, shall we head out? The three of you leave the library for an early dinner at Reese's. You find yourselves in front of what must be Reese's house. A cold hesitation grips you as the building looms over the hilltop. Though it's only early afternoon, it feels much later, the sun already sinking behind the tall mountains that surround Scarlet Hollow. Wait, Stella, before we go in there, you told Cake about Reese's situation, right? What, his art? Oh, the illness thing. No, we've been a little busy for small talk, you know, with all the scary events going on. God, this has already been such a long week. Well, like Stella said, Reese has an illness, and Dr. Kelly is really serious about it, so please don't make her mad or she'll yell at us. The door swings open. Hey, Reese! Oh my god, dude, it's been ages. You must be Cake, right? Stella told me you were coming. Are they here already? I knew you'd show up early, Stella, and you brought an uninvited guest. Great. Let's just get this over with. The house feels cold. Not only is there an odd chill in the air, but the building itself feels too sterile, uncomfortably tidy, to the point where you're nervous to touch anything. If it weren't for the aroma of store-bought dinner rolls baking in the oven and the unsettling artwork hanging on the walls, you'd be half convinced that you'd wander into a real estate showing. So, how can I lend a hand? By sitting down at the table and not puttering around in my kitchen. I made sure everything was done well in advance so that the only thing left are the rolls, which shouldn't be long. Then we can all have a quick dinner and you can leave my house and go about your business. But I was kind of hoping to see Reese's new art. We still have time now, right? You aren't seriously considering subjecting your friends to see your disaster of a room, are you? It's not that bad. You can still see the floor. Dr. Kelly raises a single, questioning eyebrow. I don't mind a little mess. Yeah, I doubt it could be any worse than the way I keep my room. Okay, fine. As long as you stay out of the kitchen, I don't care what you get up to. Cool, we'll just be downstairs. You won't even know we're here. You make your way towards the basement stairs. This is the basement of a tortured artist. Discarded canvases line its edges while trash and sketches leak out from their piles in the corners of the room, hiding the bare cement floor. Ghoulish faces coat the wall in paint, sneering out at the creator. Your mom is so scary. She can be a little intense, kind of overprotective, which I guess makes sense. Anyway, make yourselves at home. That was not even the sentence. Make yourselves comfortable. You'll have to forgive the mess. I've been distracted lately. Haven't been cleaning much. Yeah, there's a lot. Ugh. Your mom really looks out for you. That's one way to look at it, I guess. It's possible she's gotten a bit of an edge lately. I think my condition has been stressing her out a lot. It used to be something she thought she could fix, but I think she's kind of accepted that it's just something we have to manage. But even if she is a little harsh, she means well. It's like you said, she's looking out for me. I could do this, but then I'll lose my chance with her. What if I say that? What if I'm just a hot mess this run? She's kind of hot. Oh my god. I can see that. Stella, no. Stella, no. Bad Stella. What? Cake is the one who has the hots for Reese's mom. I'm just being supportive. It's healthy to have a range of interests. Okay, let's just move on and pretend that neither of you said anything. Let me see if I can flirt with your mom at the table. So has Stella told you about everything that's happened the last couple of days? Every detail. I wish I could see some of it myself, but, you know. He gestures in futility towards the walls of the basement. Are you sure you can't just sneak out one of these nights? The doc isn't keeping me prisoner here, Stella. I'm sick. You know that. I'm sorry, man. I didn't mean to. There's nothing to apologize for, and I appreciate the effort. Really, I do. There's just nothing you can really rescue me from. That die's already been cast. But we were talking about the past couple of days, weren't we? Do you have any thoughts on the ditchlings we've been seeing? Yeah, they've been coming up to my window that night. Wait, really? Is that why you text me that they look like something out of your nightmares? Yeah, I thought I was hallucinating. I hadn't put it together that we might have been seeing the same thing until now. I've been sketching them, actually. Tell me what you think. He pulls out a sketchbook from one of the piles in his room. Okay, that's exactly what I saw on my way home last night. What does it mean that they've been lurking around here, though? I don't know, but I like the company. They're kind of beautiful, in a sad way if you ask me. Agree to disagree with you there. Those things are gonna be stuck in my nightmares until the day I die. What do you think of my cousin? She was always so distant and mean. I probably would have thought she had it out for me personally if she wasn't like that towards everyone. Or if I thought she even knew my name. But people change. Maybe she's nicer now. She's still terrible. You guys just never took the chance to get to know her. She's actually really funny and sweet. I'll pass. Thanks. Do you know anything about this Wayne guy who's been following me around? Who? That sick weirdo who's been coming to the general store? He's been following you, Cake? Oh yeah, that slasher creep. I appreciate the classic Jason vibe he has going on. Here's hoping he doesn't live up to the look, for all our sakes. Do you think this town is doomed? I think everything is probably doomed at some point, but I guess that's answering a different question. Do I think the town of Scarlet Hollow is on the brink of collapse? Probably not, but it's not like I have a lot of perspective on what it's like out there. There could be rioting on Main Street, and if Stella or the doc didn't tell me, I just wouldn't know. I would totally tell you if there was a riot. Would Dr. Kelly tell you, though? I mean, yeah, I'd hope. But the point I'm trying to make is that other people are my eyes out here. What are you sick with? Jesus, Cake! Coming right in with that one, huh? We don't have to talk about your illness, Reese. It's okay. I've come to terms with the way the rest of my life is going to be. You're so macabre, Reese. You make it sound like you've been sentenced to death. You haven't, right? Not exactly. No one really knows what's wrong with me, but it's been getting worse. I can barely keep most food down. My skin always itches like there's worms crawling underneath. I could live for a long time or a short time. No one's for sure. But I'm definitely not going to get better. Whatever time I have left is going to be miserable. So I've done my mourning. My best years are behind me. My future is unknowable, but one day I'll wind up in a pine box, just like everyone else, and I'm okay with that. Damn, Reese. I may be a goth, but that's some real nihilistic shit. Hello, Z. Welcome on in. I hope you're having a good time zone. We'll make sure to come by more often from here on out. Friendship heals all wounds, right? Thanks, guys. But you really shouldn't worry about me. I have my art. I'm doing fine. Really. But what's your diagnosis? I'm afraid the answer isn't very illuminating because it's not any one particular thing. It's just a whole mess of nasty little things that add up to one big diagnosis of bad genes. Guess I pulled the losing card in the DNA lottery. And hey, it isn't all that bad. Some of it is just weird, like this. Reese pulls on the skin of his arm. It stretches unnaturally. Hyperelasticity. Kinda cool, right? Whoa. Does that not hurt? Nope, it feels fine. Like I said, it gets itchy under the skin sometimes, but I don't know if that's the elasticity, the medicine, or some other part of my condition. So you three go all the way back, huh? Almost to the womb. The school here is a tiny K through 12. Not exactly a one-room schoolhouse, but not far from it. We're lucky we all got along as much as we did. Some kids weren't able to make any friends their own age. They just happened to be born around the same time as some real jerks and were stuck with them through their whole school career. Poor kids. Not that we were free from dealing with jerks, like a certain Scarlet I could name. Okay, she was a little rough around the edges, but she was pretty friendly when you got past that. Maybe to you, the way she used to look at me, you'd think I rolled in something foul every morning before school. Same here, though to be fair, the feeling was more mutual between us. She deserved it, though. Want to come ghost hunting with us tonight? Oh wow, do you think you'd be down for that? We'd love to have you. That would be so amazing. But I haven't had the best luck leaving the house lately. Even just walking to town is enough to put me in bed for a week. It sucks. But make sure you bring your camera, Stella. I want to see everything that happens. That's quite a movie collection you've got. Any recs? Let me think. Oh, you've heard of Shi no Chi? Death Blood? I saw that for the first time recently, and it blew me away. Excellent example of both Japanese horror and found footage done right. Maybe we could do a movie night later this week. Is your mom going to let us? I don't see why she wouldn't. It's just a movie. Oh my god, yes. We haven't had a movie night in years. Your art. Slap these bad boys on a mug, you can make a buck or two. That's what I've been telling him. If you posted these online somewhere, you could go big. I think I'll keep them to myself until I die. You know how it is with dead artists. Their art sells for way more. I hope the doc or whoever winds up inheriting my work makes millions off it. I'd be able to rest easy knowing someone had retroactively given my life value. Or you could sell them while alive and enjoy the fruits of your labor while you still exist? That sounds complicated. I'd rather just spend my time painting. Leave the hard work to someone else. Dinner's gotta be ready by now, right? Almost on cue, Reese's mom shouts from the kitchen. Dinner's on the table. Guess that's it for catching up. Make sure you wash your hands with soap. I don't want anyone sharing their germs. Sure thing, Doc. Let me wash my hands. No use saying anything here. It's probably best to just silently comply. You make your way towards the sink, but oh, I just fucked my neck up. Oh god. But are stopped in your tracks by a pull of an odd door at the end of the hallway. It feels out of place, like you've accidentally wandered into a different, older house. But more than that, you feel something radiating from behind it. Something dark and cold. Something that reminds you of the dusty tunnels you narrowly escaped last night. An impressive hum, just beyond your hearing, fills the air, and you feel strange. You are compelled to approach the door, drawn in as if hypnotized. There's no resisting. Before you know it, the doorknob is turning in your hand, and your heart full of both deep dread and compulsive need to know what might be on the other side. What do you think you're doing? Well? Just cleaning this doorknob? Dr. Kelly narrows her eyes with suspicion. Worry less about cleaning my doorknobs and more about cleaning your hands. Come on, everyone's waiting on you. You won't let her interrupt you. You need to know what's behind the door. Oh, no, you don't. Come on, wash your hands and sit down. Yes, Mommy. She grabs you by the shoulder, yanking you away. You do as she says, cleaning up under her watchful eyes and allowing yourself to be ushered back to the table and away from the door. Dinner is already laid out. Dinner rolls, spaghetti, and a light salad. Kanika anxiously picks at her food. Stella is nervously talkative, and Reese is suddenly quiet and tense, his shoulders tight as his mom perches on the chair next to his. Dr. Kelly eyes all of you with a sharp, fierce gaze. She sits opposite you at the far head of the table, her features silhouetted against the light of the setting sun in the window behind her. Given her protectiveness towards Reese, you find it odd that he's seated between the two of you, rather than the other way around. It's almost as though she's guarded, not only towards you, Stella and Kanika, but towards her son as well. Pills. She slides a few tablets towards Reese. He obediently swallows them. This is excellent, Dr. Kelly. Is the pasta sauce homemade? No, it's from a jar. I work too many hours to make my own pasta sauce. Well, you have excellent taste in brands, and if you ever want any tips on easy homemade pasta sauces, No thanks, Stella. I have the internet if I need recipes. Thanks again for having us, Dr. Kelly. We really appreciate it. Wow, there's so much. What were Stella and Kanika like as kids? Noisy and messy, like all kids. And they always had those little projects, videos or crafts or animal rescues, whatever it was that captured their imaginations that week. So like I said, noisy and messy. Didn't we bring a dead squirrel into your house once? Oh my god, not the squirrel. I remember that squirrel. Didn't you think the doctor could Frankenstein it back to life or something? I was like 12. I was very susceptible to what I saw in the media and very sad about the squirrel. That's one of the things that keeps me up at night. I still feel guilty about bringing that thing into your house, Dr. Kelly. I'm just glad you didn't make it a habit. The food's really good. Then please send a letter thanking the mass manufacturer of the spaghetti sauce and pasta. I just heated them up. And I don't like wasted air at the dinner table, so keep your vaguely polite niceties to yourself while the rest of us finish our plates. How well do you know Tabitha? Not very. I'd know her a lot better if your family didn't seem to be so afraid of doctors. I can count on one hand the number of times she's been in my office. No wonder everyone but that old Edwardian died so young. Hopefully your mother was better about taking you to doctor visits. I wouldn't be surprised if there was something genetic at play, and it's much better to catch those things early. Reese is a talented artist. You must be very proud of him. He has a lot of skill, honed through practice and dedication. I can't say I understand a lot of his pieces, but of course I'm proud. Thanks, Doc. Does no one in this town have two parents? Dr. Kelly's glare intensifies. Yeah, I'm not going to be able to romance this woman. I'm pissing her off. Small towns are full of drama. People meet when they're young and reckless, and it doesn't always work out long term. Plus, these hills are dangerous, and the job's even more so. Things happen. Not everyone gets some fairy tale ending. You can find happy endings anywhere, though. It doesn't have to be perfect, but people can still be happy even if bad things have happened to them. Enemies to lovers? Maybe. It appears it's snowing. Oh no, that's horrible. I would cry if it was snowing. I guess living in denial is a kind of happiness. Sure. What exactly does he have? He has a combination of genetic diseases that give him a fragile immune system, among other things. It's too much to get into. A lot of technical terms that I'd have to explain. It's not good dinner talk, and it can't be pleasant for him to have to hear again, so let's drop it. I'm fine talking about it. I'd rather we talk about something else. You can feel the tension at the table start to rise. Do you think Reese might feel better if he got to see people more often? No. I'm his doctor and his mother. You are someone who met him for the first time less than half an hour ago. Yeah, I haven't, I didn't set her up. But she just keeps breaking, so I'm considering if she's gonna stay or not. One of us is a little more qualified, but I did stretch and I did drink. One of us is a little more qualified to make decisions about his life. You know, Doc, I feel pretty okay. I mean, as okay as I usually do, but still kind of shitty. But I don't think having people over has been as rough on my health as you thought it might be. It's been really nice. Hear that? Reese can hang out with his friends again. If you're still feeling okay after dinner, maybe you can even come ghost hunting with... Oh, jeez, Kanika, what was that for? Do not push it, Stella. Just say that next time instead of kicking me. Your boots are heavy. Sorry, Dr. Kelly. We're totally respectful of Reese's boundaries, even though they might seem a little arbitrary and strict. They're not arbitrary. These rules are in place for a good reason. Tell me how you feel in an hour. When the exhaustion catches up to you, Reese, you'll be knocked out all evening and regretting every minute of this. Let me assure you. As if I would regret being able to see people for the first time in months. I don't care what happens. It was worth it. Aside from Reese's mom staring down the table, nobody is making eye contact with anyone else. What is this? There's no need for everyone to be so tense. Everything's okay. We're all just here to have a nice dinner. I don't know why that had hot, but speak for yourself. Oh, she hates me. Doc, really, it's fine. Is it? Or am I being interrogated in my own house by a guest I met yesterday? In Cake's defense, a lot of awful stuff has happened in the past couple of days, and there are a lot of lingering questions. It's pretty hard to take the detective hat off once you've put it on. That may be the case, but Reese doesn't need to be agitated by this. I want to know what it's like out there. I don't care if it agitates me. And look, I'm fine. There's a long quiet as Dr. Kelly closes her eyes in reflection. All right, I'll try and give this a chance. You're a doctor. Where were you last night when Rosalina got hurt? I'm a doctor, not an EMT. I imagine it said hot because you said it in a seductive voice. I don't know why you would say it that way, but it's my headcanon now. Yeah, it's kind of like a weird line for it to be hot, but I don't know. I'm a doctor, not an EMT. But once she's back in town, I expect we'll be seeing a lot of each other. She won't be the first amputee I've treated, so at least I've got some experience. The poor kid. It's gonna be a tough adjustment. I just hope I can be helpful to her. Poor Rosalina. I think she'll be fine. Oscar said she seemed in high spirits. Pain meds will do that. Aside from Reese's mom staring down the table, nobody is making eye contact with anyone else. Do you know Sam Wayne? Sam Wayne? Dr. Kelly takes a moment to think. No, doesn't ring a bell. Someone you know? Someone who's been following Cake around. A super mysterious guy. We have reason to believe he might have caught some kind of weird illness at the mines. He definitely looks like he could use some medical help, so please let us know if he shows up or anything. If there's someone harassing you, you should get the police involved. This isn't any of my business. You see any weird hairless creatures scurrying around in the woods at night? I don't tend to go wandering in the woods after dark. So no. You don't have to go all the way to the woods. They've been coming up to our windows at night. They've been... what? There are these things called ditchlings, and they've been preying on the local wildlife, and Cake and I found a whole nest of them the other night when we... Oh, I see. They're some of your little cryptozoological creatures. I know it's pretty out there, but I've seen these things in person. We're not messing around. They're out there, laying eggs in animals and doing God knows what else. And here I thought you finally managed to get an even head on your shoulders, Kanika. Seems like Stella might be a bad influence on you. I know her little stories can be convincing, but that's only because she's managed to thoroughly convince herself. I can't speak. She's not making up stories, neither is Kanika, and neither am I. All you have to do is look outside after dark. There have been more every night. They're all pale and doughy, and their faces, they're like sculptures of humans that didn't set right. I see. You stay up too late painting your grisly faces, so you started seeing them everywhere. I'm sure whatever's outside, it's just raccoons or... Stop. Stop doubting everything I say. Stop trying to rewrite things I tell you to... Excuse me. I tell you to fit what you think should be true. There's weird shit going down in Scarlet Hollow, whether you want to face it or not. The tension at the table reaches a breaking point. Alright, that's enough. Dr. Kelly is interrupted by Reese before she can finish her thought. So, we were talking about maybe watching a movie sometime this week while Cake is still in town? We'll have to see how you're feeling. I can handle a movie, Doc. Yeah, we'll just sit down in the dark. Reese is used to that. I'm sure he'll be okay. You're always overestimating how much you're able to do, Reese. This is why you keep getting sick. If I get sick, so what? It's not like that's ever going to change. I'm sick every day, and I'm not getting better. I don't want to spend the last few miserable years of my life holed up in a basement alone, just because seeing my friends has been deemed too strenuous. I'm an adult, for God's sakes. I can't believe I have to ask permission from my mom just to have friends. Oh! Reese stops mid-sentence, wincing in pain and wrapping himself in his arms. Don't say things like that. I'm doing everything I can to try and fix. Silence as Dr. Kelly's eyes shoot open. Reese? Reese abruptly pulls himself from the table and leaves. Damn it. I knew it. I knew this would be too much. Everyone get out of my house. Please. Just leave us alone. Stop trying to interfere with his life. All it does is hurt him more. But we can't just leave him like this. Now is when he needs friends the most. No, now is when he needs me the most. I'm his doctor and his mother. I know you care about him. I know that, and he knows it too. But all any of you would do is get in the way. So, just leave. Please. Sorry, we'll get out of your way. Good. The three of you are rushed out of the door. We'll be back, Reese. I hope you feel better soon. Dr. Kelly shuts the door in your faces. The click of a lock signals the end of your dinner at Reese's. Did either of you get the impression that Dr. Kelly is afraid of Reese? She never turned her back towards him. Are you sure she wasn't just being overprotective? I'm sure that's all that's going on. And she has every right to be. I mean, the poor guy took 2 bites of food and got sick immediately. I can't imagine what it's like for the both of them to go through. Yeah, but if she was being overprotective, she'd have sat between us and him. She had her back to the window. That's interesting. If anyone should be afraid of anyone in that house, Reese should be afraid of his mom. I think you're both reading into things too much. Dr. Kelly is a good person. Look, I'm just saying, maybe there's more to their dynamic than just him being sick. But it's not like there's much we can do about it now. We could probably go back and forth on this for a while. Let's just get going. The sun is setting, and we wouldn't want to miss a second of ghost action. Stella hurries off down the hill, almost as if to run away from what just happened. You and Kanika follow her down the slowly darkening street. I never noticed him there. I like that little guy. Lit by the orange hues of the setting sun, the library feels different. What was once a quaint building in a small town now stands as an imposing structure, its walls holding something that stares back at you with menace. Maybe Kanika is right. Maybe ghosts aren't real, and the rest of tonight is going to be a pleasant break from the events of the past few days. You can't help but feel like you're about to walk into a slasher movie. You run through a mental list of everyone who's joining you, trying to figure out if you'd make it in the end. Who are you kidding? The hot ones are usually the first to go. If anyone has final girl energy, it's Stella or Kanika. Okay. Oh, Pixel, hello. You cannot... Oh, you can see him on the screen. Just as its exterior was intimidating in the setting sun, the inside of the library is dark, its shadows deep and foreboding. The meet and greet with the mayor ended quite some time ago, and the throngs of visitors took whatever joy was in this place with them as they left. Hey, Oscar, are you back yet? Shh, you can't yell in a library. It's against the rules. It's after hours. Rules only apply before 5 p.m. Now it's our domain. Hey, you're just in time. Rosalina's situated in the back room. Alexis is going to keep her company while we hopefully get this all sorted out. I'd love for her to be able to sleep in her own bed tonight. How is she doing? She's not quite as chipper as she was when she was on stronger meds, but she's still doing surprisingly well. Alexis has been by her side nonstop. She's been a really good friend. Rosalina and I both are lucky to have her here right now. I'm glad she's back home, at least, and we'll be able to get her back into her real home in no time. I've come fully loaded, got my EMF reader, temperature gauge, spirit box, infrared camera, UV light, video cameras, salt, flashlights for everyone in case the ghost messes with the electricity, parabolic microphone, Sharpies, and paper for automatic writing, matches and candles for rituals. Oh, and a Ouija board. I know they're toys, but you never know what might come in handy. Wow, this is a lot of ghost hunting stuff for something that was so last minute. Do you just have this stuff ready in a bug out bag or something? Of course I do. I actually stashed a couple of bags here overnight after I got back from the mines. Excuse me? I wasn't about to carry everything around all day. This way we can go in light and pop out to grab more stuff once things start getting spooky. I may never have found any compelling evidence of ghosts, but that's not for our lack of trying. And after last night, I am more than ready to try again. This whole town is one big supernatural death trap. I swear, it's not usually like this. It's a really nice place to visit most of the time. Just not this week, apparently. Yeah, you can tell from all the shuttered storefronts and jaded residents. Maybe this place has been a metaphorical death trap for a long time, and it's decided to be a little more obvious about it now. Yo, don't rush off ghost busting without Zane. No way was I gonna forget your promise, Stella. Zane, glad you could make it. I was confronted by my own morality for the first time yesterday, so I'm desperate for answers about the afterlife to ease my troubled mind. Now let's go mess with some ghosts. I hope my house is big enough for 5 ghost hunters at once. If this is everyone, we can go ahead and get started. It's through the back. Follow me. Looks like the sun is about to set. This is when stuff usually starts to kick off. I haven't been back inside for about a week, so I have no idea what to expect. Hey! You're not doing this without me. If there's a ghost, I want to see it with my own eyes. Sorry, Mr. Gurutez. I tried to stop her, but she was really convincing. Oh, hi, Zane. What's up? Yo. Rosalina, you're not supposed to be out of bed. Let Oscar handle this. That's his child. I'm not gonna say anything. I've done enough resting, and it's not like hobbling around in the library is any different than hobbling around our house. I miss being there. I miss feeling home. You shouldn't be hobbling around at all. Just take it easy until you're more healed. I've got to learn to walk around a bit. My voice just cracked. Oh, might as well start while I'm still on pain meds. And our house is one story. It's not like I'm climbing Everest. Oscar sighs. The answer is no, Rosa. You need to rest. As if. I can't get any rest in that crappy little back room. I want our house back. I'm coming with you. Crappy? Since when did you use language like that? And we have this taken care of. Nearly half the town is here to help. What are you gonna do, old man? You can't stop me. I'm injured, remember? I'm not that old. You better turn around or I'll ground you. Damn. Damn, that's Dad. Wow. Dad, I'm pretty sure I'm as grounded as I can get, and I'm fine. This doesn't even hurt. I don't feel anything. That's because you're on painkillers, Rosa. It doesn't mean that. But Rosaline ignores him, grimacing but confident as she hobbles forward on her crutches. Oscar says and does nothing to stop her. Okay. You all cross over the threshold and enter Oscar's living room. Family photos line the walls and stacks of books sit comfortably on the wooden furniture. Oh no, Avery's not here! Okay, looks pretty normal for now. I don't remember that picture being on the floor, but that could be non-supernatural. None of my equipment is picking up anything around the picture. But I'll set up a camera in case it falls again. Could be important evidence. You might want to save your cameras for Rosalina's room. That's where I've seen the ghost manifest. I wonder if the ghost will even show with this many people around. Wait, is it just me or does it suddenly feel colder? It sure does. I definitely feel that. The temperature gun says it's actually a couple of degrees colder, but that's normal. Oh, there's a little guy right there. Rooms and hallways are sometimes colder than other parts of the house. Whoa, a genuine cold spot. I gotta snap a picture for posterity. Is that it? This isn't very scary. Wait, Rosalina, if the ghost manifests in your room, shouldn't you have seen it? I've only seen the stain. Dad made me switch rooms with him way before we moved out. I wasn't about to let my daughter sleep in a haunted bedroom. I spent most of my nights on the couch before we set up shop in the library. Even if there is something back there, I'm not scared of it. I'm mad at it. Y'all are so brave. I'd be terrified sleeping somewhere that might have a ghost. Alright, gang. I think we'll cover more ground if we split up and search for clues. Okay, Freddy. As much as I'd love to spend one-on-one time with you, we really shouldn't split up. Ghost or no, that's always a recipe for disaster. Yeah, you're probably right. If we discover a ghost here, we should all discover it together. That's not exactly the angle I was going for, but okay. Yo, once we find the ghost, how are we gonna get rid of it? Like, how does one bust such a thing? Well, my ghost hunting kit has symbols for every major religion, assorted holy books, a bunch of salt, and some jars for ectoplasma. And if worse comes to worse, we can always use the Ouija board to politely ask it to leave. Finally, some smart people in horror. Well, the ghostie we're going against, yeah. But also, hello Mickey, welcome on in. I hope you're having a good time zone. Aren't Ouija boards super cursed? Are you sure that wouldn't make it mad or invite a demon into the house or something? I think I'd rather not take the chance. One ghost is enough to deal with. I don't much like the thought of opening a door for something worse. Wow, you've never been this superstitious, Dad. This ghost really has you freaked out. Okay. Oscar takes a deep breath before continuing. Let's head to Rosalina's room. Follow me. That feeling again, like the mines, like the door to the clinic, a dusty, suffocating, dizzy feeling. Something is in this house, though whether it's a ghost or something worse, you aren't sure. Whoa. This is where I've seen it. It appears on top of the stain. Weird, I'm not getting anything. It's not even cold. It's the same temperature as the living room. Nothing on the EMF either. Then your equipment is wrong. The stain is definitely paranormal. I've scrubbed it out too many times to count, and it just keeps coming back. Hello, Val. Welcome on in. I hope you're having a good time zone. But yeah, for those who are new, that's what the stain looks like. Is that Izuka and Bakugo? It's just the stain, Dad. Can we just cover it back up? I don't mind sleeping in here. Let's get scientific about it. If you've scrubbed the stain out a bunch, maybe that's part of the summoning ritual. If y'all are offering free carpet cleaning, be my guest. Have you tried tearing up the carpet? In a house owned by the government? No. I'm not messing with their carpets. I'd rather scrub ghost blood out of it every day than have the government take me to court for destroying their property. It could be a good idea. This could be a sign of structural damage, and I'm sure the government would rather know about it now than wind up with a bigger problem down the line, right? Plus there might be something written under there, in blood. Only one way to be sure. Stella excitedly starts tugging at the corner of the carpet. Oh dear. You're doing the government a favor, really. The fact she was able to, tear that off, really easily. Stella pulls back the carpet to reveal a hatch, the floor around it stained in reddish brown. What if there isn't a ghost after all? What if somebody lives down there? Okay, maybe I don't want to sleep in here. We're going down there, right? Of course we are. This is even better than finding a message. But there's no basement in this house. At least, we weren't told about a basement. And look, all the red stuff is coming from underneath. Oh hey, this is super... Oh yeah. This is super haunted. We've got a basement chock full of ghosts. I can feel it. Y'all know last month was super rainy. It's clearly been a long time since anyone stepped in the basement or crawl space or whatever it is under the hatch. There must be a leak that flooded the whole area under the house. The water dissolved the chalk around the edge and caulk around the edge and leaked through to the carpet, and it's red because of North Carolina has red-ass dirt. It's simple as that. It's not mud, it's blood, human blood. I tested it. Maybe you tested it wrong. It can't be blood, right? Whatever it is, I need to know what's down there. I need to know what's under my bed all these years. Yeah, there's an old hatch in the floor that somebody tried to seal up. We're not leaving until we've explored every nook and cranny. Have you considered they may have tried sealing it up because it's unsafe? Uh-oh. Do you think the flooding could have made the house unstable? I'm all in on the ghost hunting, but I don't know if I could crawl into another dangerous crevice. I'm going for it. And here we go. You come to an Oscar's living room. You can't tell what time it is, and your friends are nowhere in sight. The building feels colder, and there's something about the air that feels wrong. It's stale, with an undercurrent of mold and earth. You feel claustrophobic, as though you're in a coffin, each breath depleting what little oxygen is left. Hello? Is anyone here? There is no reply. The phone rings. Eddie? Eddie? You can hear something drop violently on the other end, and then a dial tone. Eddie? It's the same voice. It's the same voice you heard when you called Kanika, uttering the same phrase. You once again hear something drop violently on the other end, and then a dial tone. Oh, I know what that is. Why not use it? Oh! Hello, did you figure out what happened to Who the hell is Eddie? Alright, this is real creepy. What are you... We never had this happen before. The phone rings. I've been looking all over for you. Where did you... What? Why are you saying that? I didn't say anything. Is this some kind of old-timey radio clip? Hey, is something going on? Did you get into trouble again? You've got to be kidding me. And I have no idea where you are. Great. This is why you need to stop running around doing dangerous stuff. How am I supposed to even try to find... The call ends. I'm not going to call the cops, but... She knows Eddie is Edwardian. You put your phone away. This clearly isn't getting you anywhere. The library? Or Rosalina's room? We'll go to Rosalina's room. Whatever just happened was weird, but your friends are probably still in Rosalina's room. You head further into the house. Something isn't right. It feels like a late summer afternoon. The air is warm and wet, and the scent of flowers drift on the breeze. Movement stirs as a figure cloaked in shadows rises to attention. Who are you? What are you doing on my property? I thought Oscar said the county owned this place. Did you say Eddie? No one's called me that in a long time. It's Edwardian now. I'm not a child anymore. Alright, Edwardian. Can you show me the way out? I wish I could say the same. You should have stayed gone, and you absolutely shouldn't have showed up here, of all places. She knows? I think she knows about Edwardian, because that's her grandma. Yeah. If you're caught, I don't think you understand what Father might do. Oh my, I wouldn't want to cross Father. I shall be away at once. I can't. It's not that easy for me. My brothers were sent to Normandy, and now I'm the only Scarlet left besides Father. I have responsibilities, Charlie. Yeah. Yeah, I know she's possessed. We're just reliving through Charlie's memories. I know you still love me. You should just get out of town while you can. Whatever you came back for, it's not worth it. Let her go, please. She's gone, along with the shadow in the corner of the room. You're alone again in this strange garden. You move to follow the narrow path along through the foliage. Holy God, I can't speak. As you step forward, a single door standing solitary in the middle of the garden appears before you. That's... You walk up to the door and open it. There we are, okay. Bells ring as a cacophony rages outside. The door in front of you pulsates as figures unseen bang against it. The shaded figure from the garden sits in the corner, ever so slightly more defined. Junior, pack your things. Quickly, hurry. Maybe we should run him out on a rail too. Make an example of the whole family. Okay, I'll pack real good. Please, he's only a child. We'll leave peacefully. Just give us a little time. They were only children too. My boy was in there. Why should I give Junior here all the time in the world to gather his little toys and fancy clothes? My boy didn't have that kind of luxury. I'm doing it. I'm packing. I'm packing. Please stop yelling. Don't listen to him, Charlie. Just keep packing. Looks like the others are on their way. Better hurry, boy, or you and your little dolls here might get burned up. And as for you, lady, what makes you think you're gonna be keeping any of those valuables you're packing in the fine suitcase of yours? Maybe the Spectre is trying to tell you something about the collapse. Maybe what happened 100 years ago wasn't as clear-cut as people would have you think. Are you trying to tell me something about the collapse? Was Charles Shaw not responsible for what happened? Trust me, boy. The coppers ain't coming here tonight. And what makes you think you can talk to an adult like that? Maybe they should have had you working in the mines too, instead of lazing around the big house. Maybe you would have learned a thing or two about respecting your elders. Don't talk to my son like that. Don't talk to me like that, woman. I call the shots. Now get out, unless you wanna go up in flames with all your precious jewels and expensive dresses. You're lucky I'm even letting you leave. Am I supposed to be you? It's okay, Charlie. You can make new ones, even better ones than these. It's good for him. Shouldn't be playing with dolls anyways. Now you're gonna have to earn your keep, just like the rest of us, boy. No more inheritance for you. Alexis and Rosalina are whisked away, leaving you behind in an empty room. As they depart, the front door stops pounding and opens into a beckoning white void. Before you have the chance to think, another door creaks open, and what you thought was a ceiling. There you are. Yeah, I was gonna say that to you too, Wayne. There you are. This is quite the maze, isn't it? And absolutely crawling with these miserable little parasites. Bottom feeders. How did you get down here? I followed you in. I'm never very far behind. As he approaches, a smell hits you. Sweating, suffocated flesh with a tinge of saturine and stomach-churning scent of decay. Shall we find the end of this little maze? There's no need for you to run away from Wayne. You step past him and walk into the void. Oh, hello. You're outside and it's night, a false moon looming massive in the painted sky. Wayne is gone. The night feels thick and warm, the insects lively, and their calls unnaturally teeny. Everything feels warped and wrong, like you're listening to a record finished from the bottom of a pond. Unless your eyes are playing tricks on you, the shadow in the corner keeps getting closer. You poor dear. I've been keeping track of you, scuttling around town like a tomcat. You've fallen hard for Miss Edwardian, haven't you? Dang, how'd you know I have the hots for Edwardian? He is shitting himself with me doing this. There's no need to be embarrassed. Your secret is safe with me. You know, I never did approve of what the Scarlets did to your family, and what it did to the two of you young'uns. Childhood sweethearts, just think of how lovely it would be if you could just be happy together. That's what you want, isn't it? So, Edwardian and Charlie, I'm sure by now you've realized the young lady doesn't plan on leaving with you. But it's not for a lack of desire, as you well know. It's Enoch. Even if you dragged her over the town limits, his hold over her would make sure neither of you were ever happy again. Just think of what happened to your poor mother and father. Do you want that to happen to the two of you? What do you even know about my parents? The powers at work here are stronger than even your love could withstand. You need to break the bonds holding her here. Then you can both go free. No more misfortune. Not for you. Not for anyone else bold enough to step foot outside the hollow room. Kanika mimes handing you something, though her hand is empty. Everything you need to know is on that map. Something about this woman doesn't sit right. She must have some sort of ulterior motive. You quietly let the figure continue. That's where you'll find them. You need her there, and be careful. Good luck to the both of you. I hope you get your happiness. And then she's gone. It's trying to get rid of me. It'll have to try harder. Which is interesting. It's trying to... But it doesn't know who Wayne is. Okay. Hello, boss. Welcome on in. I hope you're having a good time zone. Interesting. Okay, let's talk. So, you and Tabitha, huh? That was the thing? This body knew her well. Oh. Okay. Are you Sam Wayne, or are you something else? Yeah, we know who you are. The body that stands before you is Sam Wayne. What the hell is going on in this town? I'm sure you'll be able to piece it together soon enough. Yeah, well, I'm trying to, with 3 run-throughs. I'd rather you find out on your own first. That's the only way you can really know who to trust. And then I can finally tell you more. There is so much to discuss when the time comes. What are you? I'm a friend. Do you know the way out? I will soon. But in the meantime, you have nothing to fear. I am watching over you. I'm not worried about myself. I'm worried about my friends. The people you only met 2 days ago? I'm sure if something happens to them, you'll recover soon enough. It's not as if your bonds are strong enough to leave a mark when broken. You continue forward through the uncanny underbush. Once again, you find yourself separated and alone. A long wooden corridor stands before you, littered with bottles and rails. A figure rises to attention, blocking your way. I'm afraid he doesn't have long. If there's anything you need to say to him, say it now. As Lane is swept away, the room pulls itself to you, and you find yourself looming over a deathbed. Oscar lays in the center, looking pitifully small. I'm sorry, boy. I'm sorry I let my troubles drive your mama away. Sorry those troubles mean I'm leaving you all alone now. So you must be Charles Shaw. Damn it, Junior, how many times do I have to tell you? I tried to stop it from happening, but that damn snake Enoch went behind my back. So you're saying Enoch was the one responsible for the collapse? You're right. I've been using the excuse for too many years. At a certain point, a man has to accept when he's dug his own grave. They may have run me out, but they didn't put the bottle in my hand. Still, they destroyed our legacy, boy. Both our names are cursed with this history. I'll be dead and gone soon, but I won't be able to rest. Not until our name is cleared. Not until you can pass on this name with pride. This is my only request, Charlie. Go back there. Tell the people the truth. Try to find proof. I don't know what you'll have to do, but please. I know I ain't been the best father, but I'm no murderer. Alright, Dad, I won't let you down. Damn it, boy, I may not have until the morning. Promise me. Promise me you'll go back, and at the very least, show that Enoch bastard what for. I promise. You watch as Oscar's body seizes and falls through the sheets, taking the rattling pile of bottles with him. Such theatrics. Where are you, Wayne? Oh, hi. What a waste of time. Why force you to see any of this? People always think their own experiences are so important. Well, what does any of it matter? So you're still stuck here too. We keep getting separated, but I'm having a feeling it'll be over soon. Then the exit won't be hard to find. Do you know what it's trying to tell me? Yes, and it's trivial. Don't worry yourself about it. Are my friends dead? They're alive. I'm not for sure if they'll stay that way. I want to do this one, just to see. So, you still seeing Tabitha, or are you single? I got Monster Lover as an achievement. Wayne stares at you, his reflective pupil shining through the veil. He's like, girl, do you not see all this stuff happening? Why you flirting? What an interesting question. Let's move on. Yeah, let's. That was a weird question. You move back to the bed to quietly leave through the hole Oscar left behind and crawl through. Wait a minute. I don't remember him being with me. For the first time, you and Wayne enter a new room unseparated, the two of you finding yourselves huddled under a large table. Stella stares through you as indecipherable murmurs and shuffling feet echo from the ends of the table. They're so lovely. Are you sure I can keep one? You must have worked very hard on them. It's a gift. Take it. Just let the scene play out. There's no use trying to communicate, whether with the resident or your little friends. I'll try to keep it away from my brother so he doesn't smash it. Though I wish I could make it move like you can. And you can even do the voices. You know, you could probably make real money if you put on a show for people. Fine, I'll stay quiet. You remain silent. A traveling show. And you'd want me to be there too? Oh, could we go to towns along the beach? I heard the Outer Banks are the most beautiful place in the world. I wish I could go back in time to whenever this was and tell them everything I know. As if it would do any good. Thank you, Charlie. I've always wanted to see the ocean. Everything crashes to a thunderous black before you or Wayne can get in again. This is different. I don't remember that part. A single spotlight remains, illuminating a trapdoor in the center of the stage. You feel drawn to it. It opens. You feel a shove from behind and tumble through the hatch. It took some digging, but it's there. The map was right. That means there's hope, Eddie. Whatever it is that Enoch did, we can undo it. We can be happy to get... Yeah, I remember this. Eddie? Wayne is gone once again. There's nothing here but you and the howling void. Do you repent? Do you repent for your crimes? Yes. You must answer for the crimes committed by your scarlet blood. Until you do, I cannot die. I want to die, please. I have been alone in the dark for so long. All I ask is for some of your years, to pay for the years that were taken from me. My life was stolen from me. I want some of yours. It's only fair. The sins of the father are to be laid upon the children. Forfeit your years, and I will finally leave. I don't understand. You will live a shorter life, and I will finally be satisfied. I will have justice. I will finally die. I will leave this house at last. How much shorter would my life be? That isn't for you to know, just as it wasn't for me to know. One day, sooner than you'd like, you will die. The sentence has been handed down. Make your choice. A smell hits you, the now familiar, wet, unwell odor. What an annoying pest you are. But you couldn't keep me out for long. It seems we've exhausted its power. Holding all these bodies hostage must have been quite taxing. Hello, Enya. Welcome on in. I hope you're having a good time zone. Come along, Cake. It's desperate, but it has no power over you. There's no need to bow to the will of such a frayed and broken consciousness. Leave it to fester. But I can't just leave the ghost here. You can. So this is what I want to do. Charlie won't be able to rest unless I do this. Stop! Do not do this! Wayne is cut off as you're brought face to face with the resonant. Silence. This is completely different from the other two plays. Yes, because this is the first time I'm sacrificing myself. The one time I left, the second time Tabitha sacrificed herself, and this time I'm sacrificing myself. For the first time in what feels like hours, the earth around you feels solid, real, but also soft. You feel it pressing in on all sides, cold and growing tighter by the second as the soil settles. Claw your out, your arms tear at the earth until they break through into air. Look behind you. As you gasp for breath, you take a look into the pit behind you. Charlie's mummified remains stare up at you, sad and broken at the bottom of the pit. You're only able to maintain your gaze for a moment before exhaustion overwhelms you. With the last of your strength, you hoist yourself from the pit and collapse onto the floor. You feel like death. He's pissed! What a foolish thing to give up so much of yourself and for something so meaningless. Have you no sense of self-preservation? There's genuine anger in his voice. It's the first time he's shown any emotion, and it chills you. You reach for something to say in response, but you're still delirious from what happened, and you struggle to form coherent thoughts. Look what it's done to you. Oh, there you are, you poor Sybil pauses mid-sentence as she notices Wayne from the corner of her eyes. Okay. Come with me, dear. Let's get you home. Make sure nothing else happens to them, or there'll be hell to pay. Are you two in cahoots? He practically hisses the words. You quietly walk towards the stairs. Sybil lends you her arm as she gently guides you out of the library. You're outside. It's real this time. I'm gonna peace out. Back to back and... Yeah, without Avery, we didn't... There was like something else we missed because we didn't bring Avery with us. There was like another thing we could have got. And I wonder if we would have gotten Avery and Wayne was with us. What would... I wonder what he would have said about that. I've got a lot to ponder. See ya, Rosalina. See ya, Alexis. Zane walks off down the road. The cool breeze chills you deeper than it should, and you realize just how drained you feel. Your legs are heavier, harder to lift, as you make your way down the steps of the library, your lungs wheezing as if you'd run a marathon. You can almost feel how pale your face has become, your lips dry and thin, your hands almost trembling with effort of raising them to your face as you trace the new lines of furrows and that have formed there. Kanika came to get me right away. I'm so sorry I wasn't there for you earlier in the night. I had no idea what you were all planning to do. How are we supposed to know it was be like this? Things have been strange around town, sweetie. Now's not the time to be poking around in the supernatural. I thought you learned that lesson yesterday. But magic isn't real. I mean, it's not supposed to be. God, that hurt. Everything is so... Kanika stops mid-sentence as she realizes what happened to you. Oh my god. Cake. You poor thing. Cake, did you... Oh, I sacrificed years of my life to get rid of your ghosts and close our age gap. I'm so happy I could help. I can't believe you're being so gracious right now. If I would have known what would happen to you, I wouldn't have let tonight happen. I am so sorry. Hello, Retsuo. Welcome on in. I hope you're having a good time zone. You know, Cake, the salt and pepper look is good on you. Maybe this isn't all bad. Kanika. Sorry, just trying to be positive. Stella's way better at that. Is she okay? I was wondering the same thing. We saw a ghost, and she's just standing off by herself. It'd be a normal reaction from anyone else who had just seen a ghost, but this is Stella we're talking about. I'm gonna go check in with her. You walk over to Stella. Oh, hey, Cake. You okay? Sorry, I can't talk right now. See you later. She hurries off down the road. I think she took the brunt of things in there. No wonder she's having a hard time right now. Should we go after her? I think she just needs some time to herself. Stella's never been the kind to share her burdens, and I doubt that'll change just because someone goes after her. If anything, it'd just make her clam up even more. She's a strong girl. She'll be okay. Besides, nobody here should be rusting after anyone right now. That goes doubly for you, Kanika. We don't want that cold of yours to get any worse. You better not get any ideas either, Cake. You need time to recover. There was another carving in there. They keep giving me visions. I wonder if those things are tied to everything supernatural that's happening. Yeah, I wonder. One is a coincidence, but two of them back to back? I'm sorry, I'm a little lost. You've been finding carvings around town and they've been giving you visions? I'm sure everyone here could stand around theorizing about this and that all night long. There'll be plenty of time for that tomorrow. I can't believe I let Rosalina go in there. How could I have been so careless? After everything she went through in the last day, how could I have let this happen? You couldn't have known what was going to happen, Oscar. None of us could have known. Don't blame yourself. I'd seen it before. I should have known it could get worse. I shouldn't have let Rosalina come with us. Dad, what did I tell you? Stop blaming yourself. You couldn't have stopped me. If you tried, we were just gonna sneak in after you. Yeah, Rosalina was going to make us go in no matter what. You didn't put a ghost in our house. This is not on you. I know you've both had a difficult time of this, but the storm has passed. Things will start getting better from here on. I spent a lot of time with Wayne in there. And then he got really pissed. Yeah, I noticed. We could smell him as soon as we snapped out of it. What happened? Did he hurt you? He was furious with me for getting rid of the ghost. Weird. It's like he has some sort of obsession with you, isn't it? I mean... we don't know what he wants exactly. There was someone else in there? But that's my house. Rosalina and I live there. What did he say to you? We don't need to trouble Cake for the details. No one pay any mind to that man. He's just a drifter. He'll be gone soon enough. In the meantime, steer clear and he won't make trouble. Do any of you know who you were supposed to be? No idea. There's no context, nothing. But there was a weird feeling, like an overwhelming guilt. I was so angry. I was mostly just scared. I didn't feel any of those things. I don't know how to describe it. I felt powerful. I wonder if the person who took over Kanika was the witch. Because I felt powerful. And this witch was like supposed to help Teddy no matter the cost. So getting rid of Charlie would help. Were you all conscious that whole time? Everyone glances at each other. Though none of them gave any of their years away, you can see how exhausted they are, how unsettled. Yeah, I'm pretty sure we remember everything. At least up until that guy showed up and snapped us out of it. Wayne, there's something wrong with that creep. What did he say to you? Like I said, let's not trouble Cake about him. Just stay away, all of you. I guess I should probably head back. I should get going too. It's starting to get chilly out, and there's still work to do to get Rosalina set up for the night. Don't be a stranger, and let us know if you need anything, Oscar. I will, thank you. All of you. Again. I believe it's time for me to get my daughter home as well. But, Kanika, dear, you haven't been feeling well. You need to get some rest. Okay. I'll see you tomorrow, Cake? Yeah, I'll see you tomorrow. Cool. Kanika wearily tracks back to the general store. I'll walk you home after I finish getting Kanika her tea, and we can chat about what just happened. I'll just be a moment. You're too tired to say no. Sybil leaves. You make yourself comfortable for a few minutes while you wait. After everything that's happened tonight, the normalcy of sitting on a quiet and empty road feels like a priceless treasure. I hope you don't mind, but I took the liberty to call your cousin and tell her about what happened tonight. She wasn't exactly thrilled to hear from me, but I think I blunted her anger as much as I could. Shall we head out for our walk? Time to go home. You once again find yourself on the long trek back to the estate. You can't help but focus on how awful your body feels. Maybe the walk will do you good. Maybe you'll start getting used to these changes and they won't feel as bad in the morning as they do. I will stretch and sip, thank you. Let's stop here for a bit. I have to imagine you need a moment to rest. Edwardian killed Charles Jr., but it feels like I'm only scratching the surface of things. What has my family done? Is that what the spirit showed you? Your family built one of the most powerful coal empires in Appalachia. Those sorts of things don't come about without betrayal and bloodshed. These are all assumptions, of course. I'm just an old woman who enjoys her tea, and the Scarlet Empire is far older than these rattling bones. If you want the bloody details, I'm afraid you'll have to find them yourself. Are you a witch? She laughs, surprised by your question. I suppose some people might call me one, but I'm just an old woman who fancies herself a bit of a healer. Look, after tonight, I know that magic is real. Do you do magic or not? What is magic anyways? I just know some trade secrets passed along the family line. But it's no different than the child of a mechanic knowing what to do with an engine, or the child of a carpenter knowing how to build a makeshift chair. She's putting on an act. There's more to this woman than she's letting on. Your head starts swimming as exhaustion starts to overpower you. You're in no state to have this sort of conversation. You poor dear. Let's just focus on walking for a bit, and then we can talk some more. You and Sybil silently walk deeper in the woods. You're getting closer to the estate. This should be a good enough resting spot. Wayne didn't want me to make a deal with that ghost. He was so angry when I did. Some people will never understand the kind of sacrifice you made tonight. They would never do anything of the sort themselves. Seeing someone else be so selfless is an affront to everything they are. Sybil, what is Wayne? He's just a man. Oh, no, he is not. Who does she think you are? There's no way in hell that Wayne is just a man. No, absolutely not. He's not just a fucking man. Why the hell do you think I'd buy that after tonight? The smile briefly fades from her face. Language, Cake. We don't use words like that around here. And to respond to your accusation, it's not exactly polite to share people's medical history. I may not have taken a hypocrite oath, but I will still respect the privacy of others. Your vision blurs as you try to form words. Are you alright? We don't have much further to go. Let's get back on the trail. You and Sybil trek through the remainder of the woods and find yourselves on the outskirts of the estate. Cake, why don't you swing by the tea room tomorrow? Say early afternoon? I'd love to chat for a little while. Come by any time. I'll be there all day. Good luck handling Tabitha. I tried to soften her up over the phone, but there's only so much softening you can do with someone that prickly. Bless her heart. Get a good night's rest, Cake. You've earned it. Sybil heads back through the woods, leaving you alone to face Tabitha. Hello, do you like what I've done to my hair? You open the door to the estate as quietly as you can, only to find your cousin anxiously pacing in the foyer. She's been waiting for you. So you finally came back. After last night, I thought we were done with all the running around and secrecy. I guess I was too optimistic. And you look like hell warmed over. What the hell did you do to yourself? Tabitha, I need to talk to you about some stuff. As the words leave your mouth, your body shivers with age and exhaustion. The stress of talking to your cousin about tonight's events is on the cusp of overwhelming. Whatever you have to say, it best be quick. What is it then? What happened to you? I gave up years of my life to an angry ghost our family wronged. You did what? It was the only way to satisfy him. It was the only way to make him leave. That can't have been true. I don't know who lied to you about what, but you should never have given away something so important. Edwardian Scarlet killed Charles Shard Jr. I had to pay for it. Edwardian? Whoever made an accusation like that can't be telling the truth. You've been lied to. Is there anything else I need to know? Just asking that question is giving me a migraine. I spent a lot of time with Wayne tonight. Great! Oh. What are you hiding about him? Wayne is none of my business anymore. He's his own man. But I don't like that you're engaging with him in any kind of conversation. And if he tries to talk to you again, just walk away. He's not the decent man I used to know. Conversation over. There was another one of those stones in Oscar's house. It gave me another vision. Are you serious? They've been telling me a lot about our family. I think we've done some terrible stuff, Tabitha. We haven't done anything. Even if our family has done terrible things, and that's a big if, they were done in different times by different people. Stop guilting yourself over it. The only thing you should be guilting yourself over is how you've been treating me. What if they're what's making all this supernatural stuff happen? Okay, let's say for a second that there is some supernatural happening in town, and that these stones are causing it. What are we supposed to do about it? Run around and smash them? Rhetorical question, but also, I've got news for you. One of them is buried under 20 tons of rocks. Who put them there? You expect me to know? They're probably some kind of ancient artifact, and I'm not an archaeologist. I think I should go to a doctor. All the passing out in visions and hallucinations. This could be a medical emergency. You know where Dr. Kelly lives. And if you don't, just ask Stella. Maybe an appointment would be a good idea. Maybe she can figure out what happened to make you look like that. All gray and tired. Maybe you're vitamin deficient and just need to eat some celery. I don't know. I guess I could have stocked up on vegetables for you. Oh well. I'm sure she can sort it out. That's pretty much it. Great, then I'm going to bed. Your cousin walks off, leaving you alone. You don't even notice yourself entering the guest room and falling into bed. Suddenly, you're just there, buried under your family's musty covers. It's Wednesday night. Nearly half a week has passed since you first arrived in town, and a little over half a week remains until the bus comes to take you home. The spirit of Charles Shaw Jr. has been put to rest at the expanse of unknown years of your life. The specter of the night's events will linger over you for every day you have left, a grim reminder of the price you willingly paid for the crimes of your family you've never met. Maybe it'll be easier in the morning. Maybe your joints will ache just a little less than they do now. Maybe you can still right the capsized ship of your own now broken life. Or maybe things will only get worse from here. Yeah. Alright, so that was episode 3 as Cake. So that's that. So I'm trying to like figure out where I want to do 11. We'll do there. Hello, Jessica. Welcome on in. I hope you're having a good time zone. But yeah, we did it. We finished episode 3 of Scarlet Hollow for Cake. We will do episode 4 and episode 5 part 1 for Cake this week as well. And we'll also do episode 5 part 2 as Bean. And we'll also do it as Bacon as well. So it's gonna be a very Scarlet Hollow heavy week, but I do want to get it all finished before Resident Evil comes out and Fatal Frame, so I'm trying to clean everything up. But yes, I think we are gonna call it here. So thank you guys so much for coming on in. I will have a schedule up on the Discord probably later today, maybe. But yes, if you would like to follow me on any, my socials are there. Join the Discord. You'll find out if I do any random streams or we have a monthly movie night. All of that stuff. But yeah, let's see who we can raid into. Let us see. Okay, let's go say hello to Owl. And then I will see you guys, later in the week. I don't think we're gonna have a yapping stream this week. It's just gonna be Scarlet Hollow. I'll be so real. And I hope that's okay. But thank you guys so much for coming on in. I will see you later.